Hey, look who's here. Are these folks making an Ariel Rider commercial? Hey, what is up?
Previously on Rusty Roads.
Today we are doing a range test on the Ariel Rider Grizzly, throttle only max range with 20 mile per hour limiter enabled.
I'm having trouble trying to figure out how this app works here as far as the navigation. All right, so we've got a short bridge coming up that we're gonna cross, and then we'll be on the island. So I missed the turn for the bridge. Wow, look at this. Man, 20 miles per hour on this bike, but we're doing it for y'all. I love going on gravel, but it's kind of scary sometimes. So we're about 4 miles in, maybe 5. Things nice, man.
Oh, how cute is that?
It's very cute. Oh, I just pedaled. Oh, hey, look at that. I went all the way past Mercer Island somehow. According to the Relive app, we're about 10 miles in. This is gonna be a while. Glad I brought a jacket. So at least Rusty can be warm. Whew, that's blinding. All right, y'all. Let's see where we're at. Curious to see what we end up at as we continue our range test, throttle only, max range with a 20 mile limiter.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the range test. It's the next day. Remember, yesterday we left off with about 80% battery, maybe 78, and I think we put 22 miles into the ride, and we are picking it up today, headed east on 90 towards McLennan Trailhead. We're gonna finish this ride up in a beautiful, beautiful area, and I'm excited to see what the mileage is towards the end of this, because right now, 22 miles in, 80% battery left. That's pretty good to start, but we know that with e-bikes, the range drops off as the battery gets lower, so we'll see how that plays out. I promise I did not charge the batteries overnight. I did bring them inside because it got a little cold last night, but no charging, nothing like that. We're picking up the range test exactly where we left off. 20 mile per hour speed limiter, throttle only. I'll use the dual motors when I need it, but otherwise I'll keep it in rear motor. All right, so with that being said, we're gonna keep on rolling while you guys check this out.
All right, folks, we're back for day 2 of the range test. Our battery right now is at 81%. When I took them off of the bike yesterday, they were at 80%, so not too bad there. And yesterday's ride was about 22.9 miles, I believe. So very curious to see what the remaining 80% of the battery can do. Yo,
How's it going?
pretty good. What's that?
Crystal mines are up here?
Oh, I'm not even from the area.
Okay, yeah, crystal.
Yeah, I just moved here recently.
All right.
Yeah,
Cool.
have fun.
Hey, you got electric?
Yeah.
Haul ass?
Oh yeah, they fun. We have a YouTube channel. Well, it's his.
Oh,
Rusty
really?
Rusty Roads.
Rusty Road?
Yeah, his name is Rusty. Yeah, check it out, man. But they're fun as hell.
What's the voltage on this thing?
This one's 52 volt.
Dang.
Yeah, it's double motor. It's got a motor in the front and one in the back.
Built inside the rim?
Yep, and 2 batteries too. We're based out of Washington. I actually work for him. Ariel Rider is the name of the brand. Peace, man. You too. All right, let's go. All right, we've got the Relive app on. I don't think we need our phone today. There's no need for GPS because we're just gonna ride around this beautiful area until our battery's really low, and then we'll head on back near the car and just keep riding around near the car until it's code red. All right, so it turns into a dirt road up here. Thankfully, we have the V-Tire Huntsman. This is awesome. I think it goes on and on and on like this, maybe 15 miles. So yeah, let's range test it here. We've got some hills there. If we double back, maybe we'll go up that hill. Woo! We gotta watch out for the potholes, Rusty. So this is like North Bend, Washington. It's like 30 minutes from Seattle area. It's crazy that you don't have to go that far to basically be in the Shire. This is beautiful. Hopefully we get into a clearing here because it's still kind of dark. But definitely not as dark as last night. Yesterday's ride was fun, but it got cold towards the end and definitely got dark. But thankfully we have our like quadruple light set up and we were able to brighten up the road pretty good. We pretty much started off with the odometer on 300 miles. And again, we have the Relive app taking care of the mileage. How do you like it, Rusty? So if this goes on for 15 miles, that's pretty cool because we can just maintain a beautiful but straight path and not get lost. I did mark the location of the van. I said van, my car, on Google Maps just in case, for whatever reason, we get turned around. The rocks get kind of deep here. I'm not a huge fan of that. Just gotta be careful. Always look ahead, don't look down, look ahead, and then ahead again. I constantly have to remind myself of that. I just don't like getting squirrely on gravel. I'm not a fan. Oh, Dusty. It's Dusty, Rusty. I'm glad you have your goggles on, Rusty. There's more dust coming up here. Freaking gorgeous. So what'd you do this weekend? Drop a comment down below, share your adventures. What you did, who you did it with. Was there an e-bike involved or some type of electric vehicle? Any kind of vehicle besides a car? I would love to hear it. All right, what does it say up here, Rusty? Let's always read the signs. Tinkham Campground, Mount Baker, Snoqualmie National Forest. The road is closed. I can get through there, but the road is closed. What does that sign say? It says for winter season. It looks amazing in there, but respect. So since there's no like elevation or hills right now, like there's no need for the dual motor. Besides, I definitely want to warn you, if you have the Grizzly, be careful with the Grizzly on loose gravel when you have it in dual motor mode, because it can get out of hand, literally, and quickly. So always be aware of that. If you see tire treads, try to roll in that from cars. I'm doing that now, but the gravel's pretty well dispersed here. But we're cruising. We're only going 20, so it's easier to slow down. And these Huntsmen, being a little extra wider than the stock tires, they're doing a really good job. Let me not jinx myself, but they are doing a great job. There's some folks camping right there. So I guess you can come out here and just camp. Put up a trail cam at night here. I bet you there's mad deer and coyote coming through here. They would love a little tasty snack like the Rusters here. Yeah, he likes this. He's just looking around, checking everything out. At least another cool thing about being on this road is there's very little chance of catching a flat from these rocks versus like thorns or nails if we were on a road. There could be thorns on this road, but it's pretty much all rocks. Wow, look at this entrance here. Look at that canopy, my God. I'm just gonna shut up. I could go for a little more speed, but 20 miles per hour is pretty good for this, considering the loose gravel. All right, reality check moment. Battery is now at 51%. I never noticed when it dipped down, but I think that may be accurate. And if so, we're gonna get over 45 miles of range. That's not too bad, but hopefully we'll get more. So let's keep on rolling. All right. Just looking off to the sides, it is so cool. The way the sun is shining through the trees. Whoa, go straight. Maybe on the way back, we'll go into one of these little side trails. Just roll around in the woods for a little bit. Probably can't go too far, but why not? We got all-wheel drive if we need it. Hey, look who's here. Are these folks making an Ariel Rider commercial? Hey, what is up?
Amazing.
How's it going? Good, good.
Well, how's your ride going?
I'm still looking for hobbits, but I think I'll find them because this is like the Shire, dude.
Yeah,
This is beautiful.
yeah, it's beautiful.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I was like looking into the woods, like at the sun shining through, and then I'm like, look back and I'm like about to like go off, and I'm like, all right. This is beautiful. Got the Grizzly V3 going.
You are precious.
You guys got the setup going on. I'm gonna keep on going and then I'm gonna double back. I was gonna go until like I probably can't go anymore and then double back, and I guess that's like 30 miles or so.
Safe travels.
All right, gentlemen, have fun. Huck, keep them safe.
Stay safe, Rusty.
That was Rusty's boy, Huck. They actually just met today, but they're boys. All right, so we are all together on the range test, including yesterday. Ooh, look at that. Oh, I did not want to hit water, but oh well. So including yesterday, I think we're at a total at about 26, 27 miles. And according to this, we're at 45% battery. I am on rear motor only because no need for the dualies right now. If anything, when you don't need it, don't use it because just save juice. Save your juice, extend your range. Actually, I'm gonna double back and we're gonna see if we can get Rusty in the promo or commercial. Right, Rusty? They got all those cameras there. Let's get a shot of the kid.
Well, we're gonna be like come close to Rusty, and then as we pull back, like once he gets to here, you take off.
Okay.
At that point.
Okay.
Like however you want to take off.
All of it on this one?
Yep.
Okay.
of it on
All
this
right.
one.
Cool. Cool. Cool.
Yeah, because I mean that's just a reel in and of itself.
All right. Reels. Rusty, you gonna be in some reels? I just noticed a perfect circle.
Right? Isn't that crazy?
Oh my gosh.
Like it literally has a perfect circle. See, you could be on a chest harness. See, you could be on a chest harness.
So I'll start here, I'll come back, and then I'll just follow you as you zoom off.
Okay. Ooh, the V3 Grizzly. Little brother hanging out with big brother. Look at those two. Aha. All right, back at it. That was pretty cool, checking out the V3 Grizzly and seeing it side by side with this V2 that I have. So we're about 27 and a half miles into our 20 mile per hour throttle only range test. Let's watch out for the puddles this time. And right now batteries, oof, it just went from 52% to 41%. Temperature is about mid 60s. So it's not cold, it's not hot. In my opinion, it should be optimal climate and temperature for batteries. Definitely not humid here. It's so nice here. The weather, the climate, I can breathe so easily. Back home in the DC area, I was always congested and clogged up because it's so humid there. You stop moving and there's like 10,000 flies and mosquitoes trying to get in your eyeball. And here it's not the case at all. So that was a pretty big jump, 10% drop just from powering the bike back up. But I think I was at like 47% when I turned it off to get those shots of the two Grizzlies together. But all that aside, the range is incredible. We're just cruising. This thing is a blast, and there aren't too many bikes you can get for the price of this thing that are as fun or capable. Ooh, now we're at 37%, 36%. I do think we've been going uphill the whole time, but it's very steady and slight. It's not like a drastic incline. But there is definite steady elevation. So I guess that's part of it, but now we're at 35%. Bleeding percentage here. So when we did this test with the X52 last year, I think we ended up getting 36 miles in the same scenario. So we're definitely gonna beat that, but I don't know if we're gonna double it. But we'll see. This is also a heavier bike, so it's still one motor powering and moving, more weight and mass. So it shouldn't exactly double the X52, but I'm curious where we'll end up. What about you, Rusty? Thoughts? 32%. I'm gonna stop up here, power cycle the bike, and let's see what the battery does. And I'm also gonna check the rear battery to make sure it's turned on. I know it is, but let's check. Oh no, it is off. Oh man. There we go. That's how I roll. All right, so let's power cycle the bike now. Battery just jumped to 38% from 31. So yeah, so this whole time today that we've been riding, it has absolutely been on one battery. All right, powering back up. Now it says 77%. Okay, but we got both batteries on. This battery showing pretty much full still. I know that is not the case, but maybe it's right on the edge of losing one of those little bars. All right, so now battery showing 77%. Rear motor only, both batteries are on. Let's keep cruising. Maybe now we will double the X-Class range, who knows? Yeah, it was really fun doing this range test last year with the X52, but this is a much nicer area to conduct this range test. Yeah, I don't have to worry about traffic and other pedestrians. Like, it's just us and the road. The weather is fantastic. It feels so nice. I could have a t-shirt and shorts on or a sweater and jeans on and be just as comfortable. Oh, this breeze feels amazing. Drop a comment if you see a Hobbit, because there has to be some here in the Shire. 75% battery. So I'm curious how the system is trying to equalize where the actual voltage and percentage is and what it's going to land on. 75%, 74%. Let's see how fast that drops. Let's keep an eye on it. But let's also keep an eye on the road. Yeah, I'm really glad we came out here to finish this off and didn't finish the range test in the dark. Although we definitely want to go back to Mercer Island and do that loop during the daytime. Especially that section in the southeastern part where it was uphill and windy. That was so much fun. Definitely want to hit that up during the daytime. 72%. We are now pretty much 30 miles into the ride. So we're creeping up on what I got when I conducted this range test with the X52 last year. And if for some reason you just skip forward to this part of the video, we are doing a range test with the Ariel Rider Grizzly. We've got both batteries on. We've only got one motor on, the rear one. We'll switch to the front and use all-wheel drive if we need it, but otherwise we're trying to maximize range. We're doing this throttle only, no pedaling. And we also have the speed limiter set to 20 miles per hour, just to set a baseline for average speed. For a lot of people that might be realistic, and we're just gonna see how far we can push this thing before it's DEFCON 5 and we gotta call it. So pretty cool that on the way back it's pretty much all downhill. Kind of evens out when we're near the car, but this is ideal.
to say the least. I mean, look around us. Holy crap. I definitely wouldn't mind doing a group ride out here either. And look at this. Come back here, bring the Skydio. On that note, I'm so pissed off. I forgot the Skydio today, man. Like, imagine barreling through this section right here with the Skydio behind me. Look at this right here. But you know what? Now I know that it's doable here. We're gonna come back with the Skydio and we're gonna get some amazing footage here. Hopefully with a whole gang of people on ARs. We shall see. Yeah, today's all about the range test. Grizzly, 65% battery now. I think we're getting closer to actual, but I don't know if we ever will know what the actual was because we're using battery as we go. All right, looks like the trail ends here. It's not locked, but to protect public health and safety during construction, it is closed. So we're going to turn around here. Oh, look at that. Let's see what's down this little road here, and then we'll start heading back towards the car, and then we'll see what else we can find. Oh, look at this. Holy crap. I am in awe. Holy crap. This is so beautiful. And then as I say that, a bug flies into my eyeball.